As King Charles is about to go to Kenya, Andrew Lowry has, who wrote a book called The Traitor King, The Scandalous Exile of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, has said apparently that the monarchy is doomed, that Charles will survive, William probably will survive, and George the Seventh, Prince George, will probably be the last monarch because of the crumbling of the Commonwealth, and because at the moment he thinks it will survive till then, because at the moment there is nothing better than the Windsors. He says the Caribbean countries are on the way out starting this year, but will stay within the Commonwealth. The big question is what will happen to Australia, New Zealand and Canada. And I think lots of tours there, but Australia may have gone by the end of Charles's reign. I think that is probably inevitable. I don't think that necessarily means the end of the monarchy. I would love to know what you think about this. I don't think it's I don't think it's a discussion about whether Charles is fit to be king and all that sort of stuff, or the role of Camilla. I think it's about the monarchy itself, the deeper idea of what do we want as head of state, and in what way should traditions change. Traditions, as we know, don't need to be old. We can redefine a tradition in the twinkle of an eye, and Edward the Seventh definitely did that, and he invented many of the traditions that we now take as routine for royal family gatherings, particularly things like the royal family military uniform. A lot of the ceremonial, a lot of the parades are defined mostly through Edward the Seventh, and perhaps a little bit towards the end of the reign of Queen Victoria, when there was an effort to try and soup up the pageantry, to dampen down calls for republicanism. But now I think we need a new approach. I think we need to rethink the monarchy in a televisual age, in an age of social media, and we need to rethink the theatricality of the monarchy. And it's absurd not to think of the theatricality. This is one of the problems with the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church rethought its theology without its theatricality. And efforts to rethink, for example, the English liturgy in the 1960s ended up with the most debased and absurd language that was possible. A lot of it, oddly, based on work done by people like Tolkien, but still inadequate, utterly inadequate. And the attempt over the last 10 years to bring the Roman Catholic liturgy in English more closely in line with the rigors and the elegance of the better elements of the Anglican services, perhaps not the Alternative Book of Common Prayer, have perhaps helped. They're a little bit too little, too late, and this is the problem. When you redefine tradition, you lose what you've already got. And so I think we shouldn't be redefining tradition. I think we should be rethinking tradition, adding to tradition, and rethinking tradition in a new environment, rather than redefining what we've already got, or revising what we've already got, which involves dismissing what we've already got, and that is to dismiss history. And that is the area which I think no one should go down again. I think we should look back at the disasters of the Second Vatican Council, despite its extraordinary achievements, particularly in interfaith relationships and in theology. But that means thinking about the theatricality and the theatrical role that the royal family plays. And I think we have to admit that that is the role of the royal family. So Andrew Lownie will say that King George the Seventh is the last king. That's the prophecy.